Unlimited fans, welcome into today's video where we're trying out Han Blue. Yes, oh yes, my first time trying out Han Solo from Shadows of the Galaxy with the new Blue Force base from Legends of the Force. Well, to give a little context of why we're checking out this deck, it's because, well, on August 30th in Indiana, there is a PQ happening. I, of course, signed up for the PQ, so I wanted to get some decks to get my ideas going of what decks I should see, what decks I'm expecting to see in the PQ, as well as what decks should I take. Should I take Sabine ECL? Should I do Han Blue? Should I do Quinlan Tarkintown? There are plenty of decks out there. Kylo Tarkintown has been playing around. I saw a store championship that was won by I believe it was Palpatine Blue. So, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to really play the game right now. So I'm just kind of thinking, what deck do I want to take to the PQ? And this is one of those decks I am on that fence of trying out for the PQ. So the best way to practice, of course, is to go to Carabass and play a best of one. So let's check out the leader, the base, the deck, and like I said, head to Carabass so we can do our best of one. Han Solo from Shadows of the Galaxy, or commonly called Han 2 by other players, is action, tap, and play a unit from your hand. It costs 1 less and then deal 2 damage to it. At 5 or more resources, you can bring him out. He's a 3/6 that does the exact same thing on his front side. That on attack, the next unit you play does cost 1 less and then deal 2 damage to it. Shadowed Undercity is, of course, our base we are using here. When a friendly force unit attacks, the force is with you. So we only have 28 health on this base. It's only 2 less health than the normal common bases from, say, Spark of Rebellion, Twilight Republic, and every single set up leading to, of course, this set where we got unique bases that produce unique effects. Where every base did something unique. Most through the first 4 sets, we had the rare bases were the unique bases. All the common bases were just basically 30 health bases. So, for the rest of the deck, we have 3 Secretive Sage. He comes in shielded and has the Force attached to him so we can make the Force. Triple Yaddle for Restore 1 and on attack. Each other friendly Jedi unit gains Restore 1. 1 Cassian Andor, just so that we can smuggle him out and then go for the games. That's basically his entire purpose, is we just want to smuggle him out so that we can go for winning the game. 3 Ezra Bridger, on attack giving experience token to another creature or specter unit. Double Grogu, he's also got the Force and then hidden and then action, heal 2 damage from a unit. If you do, deal 2 damage to a unit. That is himself as well. He can heal from himself as well. And what's really nice about this is you can tap him, heal it, and then deal 2 damage to any unit. So it doesn't matter where the unit is, or if it's yours or your opponent's, as long as you're just damaging a unit. So a great thing about Han Solo here is he deals 2 damage or something. It's easy enough for Grogu to immediately heal off that damage that we dealt to one of our guys when we brought him out early, and then we can put that damage elsewhere. We got the Ogdo to Ogdo Bogdo. Ogdo Bogdo. This unit can't attack unless it's damaged, which again, Han is more than happy to help that thing get damaged so it can attack. And then when this unit attacks and defeats a unit, he'll do 2 damage from it. 2 Yoda, restore 2, then when defeat, choose any number of players. They each draw a card, typically ourselves. We're running 3 Chirrut Imwe. Sentinel, and when this unit is attacked, you may use the Force. If you do, the attacker gets -2, -0 for the turn. 3 Inert Warrior, comes in shielded, and then when played, if you use the Force, if you do, heal 3 damage from your base. Triple Ki-Adi-Mundi, when played, use the Force, draw 2 cards. Triple Poe Dameron, on attack, discard 3 cards, up to 3 cards from your hand. For each card discarded, where you may choose a different option. Deal 2 damage to you and their base. Defeat and upgrade. An opponent discards a card from their hand. Double Mace Windu, overwhelming, and then when played, you may use the Force. If you do, deal 4 damage to a unit. Triple Luke Skywalker, restore 3, and when played, give an enemy unit -3/-3. This phase, if a friendly unit was defeated this phase, give that unit -6/-6 for the phase. And then double Crate Dragon, with Overwhelm, and then when an opponent plays a card, you may deal damage equal to that card's cost to their base or ground unit they control. For the space, we have a double red 5 on attack, deal 2 damage to a damaged unit, and then 2 Rebellious Hammerheads. When played, you may deal damage to a unit equal to the number of cards in your hand. For our events, we have triple Daring Raid to deal 2 damage to a unit or base. Triple Force Throw, we have plenty of Force units, and because right now this is quite broken in a format where everybody's got the Force people, choose a player, that player discards a card from their hand, then if you control a Force unit, you may deal damage to a unit equal to the cost of the discarded card. I know a lot of people want this banned from the game altogether because it's so easy to manipulate. It's a 1 cost in aggression, so even if you're not in aggression, you can still just pay 3 and literally rip 1 card out of your opponent's hand, and if it's a high enough costed card, you can deal damage and possibly even kill a full unit off. But a lot of bases, like this case where Han has it, you can use it. Not mentioning it's only an uncommon, so it wasn't that hard to pull in the game. So, really nice right now. It's a great way to deal with your opponent's boards. 2 Fell the Dragon to defeat a non-leader unit with 5 or more power. 2 Rival's Fall to kill anything on the board. And then finally 2 Jedi Lightsaber. Attached to use a Force unit, it gains on attack. Gives the defender -2/-2 for the phase. So that is our deck. Let's take it to Carabas and see how well we do. Alright folks, here we go. We are playing against Cad Tarkintown. Okay, I'm going to give my opponent the initiative first because I know how Cad Tarkintown works. This hand's actually pretty nice. We're going to keep it because we can get rid of Cassian, and Yoda can come out next turn, but we have Secret of Sage to do this turn. I think we can do the Innate Warrior. I think we're going to go for the Rival's Fall. So anyways, why I'm having my opponent going first with Cad Tarkintown, because we've already played a video with that pinging YouTube right now for you. Once again, remember, Cad is when you play an Underworld card, you may exhaust this leader, and if you do, an opponent chooses a unit they control and deal 1 damage to it. So, as much as it'd be nice to just play out, I'm just going to play this out because it comes in shielded, and then this will get the shield popped instantly. We claim the initiative here, which is really nice. Poe coming out on the next. I think we are going to, yeah, we're going to go for that. This, unfortunately, so we do have Yaddle. Okay, so we do have a 2-drop with Yaddle here, so we can easily go, so we can do 2 damage here. So yeah, that does bring that out. We can go Yaddle. So we can deal 1 damage. We can go Force Throw. Opponent discards a card from their hand. And if they discard a 4 cost from their hand, we kill this. Otherwise, this dies to Yaddle. They did discard a Cad Bane. Okay, that was that's quite the discard there. We'll just claim the initiative here. I think we can get rid of the Rebellious Hammerhead. So we can go the Inert Warrior. Just shielded. I don't think we can pass on using the Force Trigger here. We don't really need it. So that will just pop the shield, and then he can decide to forlom into that. So we'll just claim from there. Yeah, we took 2 damage there, but I don't think it's going to be all that nasty. We have another Inert Warrior now. We have Yoda. We can put Yaddle away, I think. So what I want to do here is I think I'm going to go Daring Raid over that. Jabba the Hutt takes nothing. So we found absolutely nothing. We can go Inert Warrior. We can get a shield. Then we can trigger the ability to heal the 3 damage off our base. Let's bring out Han. We will deploy Han Solo. Han Solo, like I said, does the exact same thing. Action, play a unit from your hand. It costs 1 less and deal 2 damage to it. We will then deal 3 damage to the base, and we will pass. At this point, well, no. I think we'll put the Yoda away. I think we should have just passed on that, but there are things that we can start getting into. Like, now maybe we wish I had kept that Rival's Fall now to deal with, like, Cad Bane. So no good to me dead. Okay, so that gives us this, but then we'll just be able to bring out Mundi here so that we can do this. Funny enough, you could bring out Mundi cheaper as well. The 5 McClunky to spin back, Jumble the Hut to deal 3 damage to that. We'll just pop the shield off the Inert Warrior, trigger the draw 2. Pretty nice to see that. We will just claim the initiative. Jumble the Hut is back. So looking again, right, I have to deal 2 damage to a unit. We'll do 2 damage to Mundi. So he did grab a card. He took McClunky to grab back, of course, the Jabba the Hutt. So he went and knocked out McClunky to then spin back Jabba, kill off him. The Ogdo in hand. Basically, funny enough, we can kill off the cat here. I don't think we need to do any resourcing this turn. I feel like we don't really need a resource this turn, so we're just going to go for this. I know we should have probably done it because of Luke, but I mean, we have Fell the Dragon. Because, I mean, literally, Luke can't kill off Jabba the Hutt, so what we can do here is I can Mundi to bring this out. Or, sorry, not Mundi. Han to bring that out with its effect. At least this turn, if he brings out another Underworld card, I don't have to worry about it. He takes a Waylay, spins the Waylay back. We'll just go Mundi, trigger to draw 2. The Force Throw will be pretty nice. We'll pass from there, and ooh, Jedi Lightsaber. That gives us a +3 buffs. Will not kill the Jabba, but we're very close to it. We need to resource a card because I think it's time to get Luke out this turn. Yeah, you know what? We will resource the good old, so Jabba to swing 2 at the base. We will... Let's start off first with a Force Throw. I will have my opponent discard a card. Let's see what he's going to discard here. He's already lost a Bane. He already threw a Cad Bane away, which again, it's not great. I probably would have thrown anything else out of my hand. Oh, shoot. I chose myself? Well, I actually chose myself. I'm not sure why I did that. I really chose myself? Okay, so that was a mistake on my half. Let's see. We can still quit the Jedi Lightsaber to him, but I think, honestly, let's just go Daring Raid. Let's just kill off Jabba. He passes, okay. Very interesting. So we'll hit that for 4. He just passes again. I'm just going to put out red. Okay, so that was what he was waiting for. Bane. Okay. Well, we have the Fell the Dragon, which is basically going to just wipe that off the board. We've been keeping that safe in hand. We can just go to done. We don't need this. This Mace Windu will be pretty nice because we can just do straightforward damage. Fell the Dragon, kill off Cad Bane. That was fun. So you only got 1 Cad left in the entirety of your collection. So, I mean, I'm not going to be complaining about not having to worry about seeing 1-2 more copies worth of Cad Bane. So Zuckuss will deal 1 damage to this. I mean, the problem was we had to pay the 4 there. I think this is... Okay, so that's on attack skill to do that. We pay 1. Neither of these guys can come out cheaper. We'll just claim the initiative. Here, he only can play out 1 more thing. He already burned Cad, so he can't do anything with that. We'll just pass from here. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is we can go... Let's see, if I reduce the cost of Mace to be a 5, do 2 damage to him, then I would have 2 left over. Not enough to really play anyone else. Okay, we are definitely going to go Mace. Trigger Mace's effect. Let's get this guy immediately off the board. Forlom to ram into that. We'll deal 1 damage to Mace. Swing here, kill off the Forlom. So he knocks that out. We'll just claim here. At least it's a back and forth game. I'll give credit to that one. It has been very back and forth. Not bad. We'll put away an Ezra. Okay, so what do we want to do here? We can make our opponent discard a card. We can at least deal 2 damage to unit or base, defeat an upgrade, and we could make them discard a card. Or we could just Rivals Fall off this Boba. Okay, let's do this. Oh, it's an on-attack. So we'll bring that out. Devastator. Ugh. Well, we have the Rivals Fall to get rid of that, that's for sure. I'm just going to claim here because we need to Rivals Fall that off the board. We will go for done here. Rivals Fall to kill off the Devastator. He's getting into his late game now, so I mean, we're definitely... we will then bring out Ezra. Bosk to ambush Ezra. Alright. We'll just claim. And then the Crafty Smuggler. Okay, we're starting to get... Okay, lucky enough turrets here now. We're going to go to done. Think honestly. Let's go Luke and then give the -3/-3 there. So I don't have to worry about it. I can take 4 and I can take 9 here with all honesty. I think I can take the 9 from those two. Another Devastator. And I am out of Rivals Fall. I'm not out of anything else. So 3 there. Well, we can't play anything with Han. There's no way to reduce anyone to that low of a card. So those 2 knock that out. All right. Unless he's got a massive card in his hand, there's no way we're going to do anything. So let's go turret. Here, I won't have the Force. And unfortunately, this will kill us, which kind of sucks. Yep. Guess we can do reduce the cost and bring out the Ogdo. Yeah, I'm getting killed here. That Devastator in the sky is killing me, and I absolutely think it's because I resource. Unless we see Fell the Dragon, unless we literally see Fell the Dragon here, I'm just dead here. Now, actually, I'm dead 100%. There's like nothing I can do here. I don't have a board wipe. The turret is nice, but it's not going to be enough to stop this. So, and that was no good to me dead to stop that altogether. So yeah, there's just no way I am winning this game here. So I'm just going to surrender it here. The game goes to our opponent, but it was a close one. Well, we lost. But you know what? It was a close one. It definitely was a lot of back and forth, and I do actually kind of regret maybe putting this Rival Falls away. But yeah, the unfortunate part is we kind of ended up getting swarmed by bodies from Cad Bane, and we just couldn't keep our bodies up on the board. And maybe I didn't trigger enough of like Han Solo's ability to like kill things or anything like that. Like, I wonder if I could have brought out Secretive Sage a turn earlier. So, I like the deck. Don't get me wrong. I like the deck. I just think we ran into probably one of the best decks in the format, being Cad Tarkintown. But nonetheless, I thought it was really close. I thought we were slowly getting up there. It just hurt that, you know, we saw 2 no good to me deads, and I just couldn't get a Force unit up on the board fast enough to deal with you know, his Force presence. His presence of body, so I wasn't able to keep a Force unit to constantly have the Force triggering, because we had Mundis, we had things, we had Luke Skywalkers. I mean, we had all this stuff coming down. Where the problem was, we just when a Devastator came out, unfortunately, that was just what ended us right then and there. So yeah, I think it was a really good deck. It was a really good showing of this deck. I actually kind of like it. I think we could have won that game a whole lot faster if we had seen the Crate Dragon, because we can reduce the Crate Dragon to 8 costs, and I think if I had summoned the Crate Dragon before he summoned Devastators, I don't know if he wants to take 9 to his base, which would technically kill him. So there is all of that playing there, but nonetheless, I did like the deck. I might have to consider this deck for, of course, the PQ, but I'm not 100% just yet. So I got a few other decks I'm going to try out before I make my final choice on my PQ strategy. But nonetheless, I want your thoughts down in the comments, guys, on Han 2 Blue or Han Shadows of the Galaxy Blue. What are your thoughts overall on this deck? Did I mess something up I could have done better in the gameplay? Let me know all of that down in the comments. And while you're commenting, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you can notify when my videos go live for you. And we'll see you here next time on Mom Dragons TCG.